students, welcome to SDK Pathshala. Today we are in the class of light. Okay, so we have already know about light in class 6, that light is a form of energy, and when light falls on a particular surface, it generally reflects from there, and from that reflection or due to that reflection we can see, or it enables us to see something. Okay, so to know more about reflection, let us consider there is a particular surface. So when a light ray falls on the surface, okay, so it direction changes to the previous medium, and this phenomenon is known as the reflection. Okay, now we need to know about few things, that what is incident ray, what is reflected ray, and what is normal. Suppose there is a plane surface. Now the ray which incident on the surface is known as the incident ray. This is known as the incident ray, and on the point of incident, after incidenting on this point, what it does, it reflects. So the reflected ray, so this is known as the reflected ray. And on the point of incident, if we draw a perpendicular, then this perpendicular is known as normal. Okay, and do you know the angle between the incident ray and the normal is known as the incident angle, which is denoted by I, and the angle between the normal and the reflected ray is known as the angle of reflection, which is denoted by R sign, normal. Now come to laws of reflection. What are the laws of reflection? There are generally two laws of reflection. Okay, so first law says that, or states that, the incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal drawn on the point of incident, these three lies on the same plane. And what is the plane? Obviously this is the plane of the reflecting surface. Okay, so this is the first law. And the second law, which is the most important law, the second law says that in case of reflection, angle I is equals to angle R, that is angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. Okay, next we need to know about real and virtual image. What image? Real and virtual image. So real image and virtual image. Okay, so in class 6 we have come to know about the plane mirror, how image is formed in a particular plane mirror. So there we see that the image is virtual. So what is the basic thing about real image and virtual image? Real image is a kind of image which is formed when the rays after reflection or diffraction actually meet at a particular point, then it is known as real image. Okay, like suppose there is a spherical mirror. Suppose there is a spherical mirror, and an object is here, it forms an image here. Then after reflection the light actually meet here. After reflection the light actually meet here. So that's why this is known as a real image, because here the rays actually meet at a point after reflection. Okay, and this is the focus. Next thing is that virtual image. In case of virtual image, the light rays after reflection or refraction doesn't meet at a particular point. They actually appear to diverge from a particular point. Appear to diverge means, suppose in case of plane mirror, so a light comes here, and as it is the normal incident, so come back like this, and suppose here incident here, so it go like this. Okay, now if we see from this side, we will see that it seems that this point or light is coming from this point. So here actually the rays are not meet. but they appear to diverge from a point. So the image here we get is a virtual one. Okay, so there are few difference between real image and virtual image. You can't cast the virtual image on a particular screen, but you can cast real image in a screen. In case of real image is always inverted, but virtual image is always erect kind of image. Okay, next come to spherical mirror, which is very new to you. Spherical mirror. So in case of a mirror, we know that in case of a particular mirror there is a reflecting surface. In mirror there is a reflecting surface. So the spherical mirrors are the mirror where the reflecting surface is spherical. So either it is concave, bent inwards, or bent outward, that is in case of convex. Suppose this is a portion of a sphere. Okay, so if this inward surface, this outward surface is, this inward surface is the reflecting surface, this inward surface, then it is known as the concave mirror. And if the outward surface, so this outward surface is polished, so this outward surface when polished and reflection takes place, then it is known as the convex mirror. Okay, so concave mirror bent inwards and convex mirror bent outwards. So here the reflecting surface is concave and here the reflecting surface is convex. Okay, this is simple. Next, in case of spherical mirror, we need to know something, that is center of curvature. What is center of curvature? Center of curvature is the center of the sphere whose part is the mirror. I mean to say that suppose there is a ball, and if you cut a portion of the ball, then what will you find? You will find a curved surface, but it is the portion of the sphere. It is the portion of the sphere. So if we draw the whole sphere and take the center, then this is known as the center of curvature. This is known as the center of curvature. Okay, next thing is that pole. What do you mean by pole? This mirror, this is the aperture of the mirror. Aperture means the length of the mirror or the total portion of the mirror. So the middle position of the mirror, is known as the pole. The middle position of the mirror is known as the pole. Okay, next, if you join the center of curvature and the pole, then you will get a straight line which is known as principal axis. Understand? Which is known as principal axis. So again, what is center of curvature? Every spherical surface is a portion of a sphere, and the center of that sphere is known as the center of curvature. And what is pole? Pole is the middle of the aperture, is known as the pole, and the distance between the center of curvature and the pole is known as the radius of curvature. So what is radius of curvature? Suppose this is the pole and this is the center. So this is pole, this is center. So this portion is known as, this length is known as radius of curvature. Understood? Next thing is very interesting. That is focus. What is focus? So in case of convex lens, we are consider convex lens first, or concave lens. Let concave lens at first. So in case of the concave lens, this is the pole and this is the center of curvature. Okay, now the rays of light which are parallel to the center of curvature, these light rays are coming parallel to the center of curvature. So after reflection, they will go through a particular point. They will go through a particular point which is located on the principal axis, and this point is known as focus. This point is known as principal focus. Okay, so this is focus, and the distance between the pole and the focus is known as the focal length, and focal length is half of the center or radius of curvature. Okay, so this is in case of concave mirror, concave. But in case of convex mirror, the phenomenon is not like this. In case of a convex mirror, this is a convex mirror. Okay, now suppose this is the pole, this is center of curvature. Now the light which is coming parallel, light rays which are coming parallel like this. So after reflection they will go like this, this will go like this, this will go like this, and this will go like this. So if we look from here, so we can see that they will appear to come from a particular point on the principal axis, and this point is known as focus of the convex mirror. Okay, and the length between the pole and this focus is known as the focal length. So remember, this focus is a virtual focus. Why it is a virtual focus? Because in this case the light rays are not actually meet at this point but appear to diverge from this point, so that's why it is virtual. And in previous case it was real. Why? Because the light rays after reflection actually meet at that point, so that's why it is that was a real focus. Okay, thank you.